Hi, it's Abby, and as you can see from the video, it's me talking about my locks. And this particular video is going to be addressing why I even locked my hair. A lot of my family, friends, coworkers, all were quite shocked when I decided to lock my hair. I did not cut my hair when I locked my hair. I had been just a loose natural for a little over 6 years. And I decided that I was ready to embark on a different journey. And that journey being me deciding to go through the process of locking my hair. I'm looking at some index cards here. I'm trying to stay on topic, and I've sort of hit on maybe 5 or 6 key things I wanted to talk about in this video. So the first thing that I've written down is that I decided to lock my hair because I just wanted a different style. And by a different style, I don't necessarily mean my hair, like a style to my hair. So like, oh, I'm gonna put my hair in a bun kind of style, but just who I am type of style. So my loose natural hair no longer, in my opinion, represented the transformation that was happening to me and that is happening to me. And so I wanted something that sort of, when I looked in the mirror, I could identify, if that makes sense. Another thing that I wrote down, which is sort of an obvious and what most people automatically assume, is that I decided to maybe lock my hair for time purposes because my hair did require a lot, and it did take a lot of time to maintain. And I say maintain it to my standards and to what I had grown to sort of expect, and what, and not I'm going to say, not I. It took a lot to maintain my hair to what society and to what my immediate surroundings expected of me. Sort of, I've sort of gained that reputation within my circle as some sort of like hair guru, or the family member with the long, luxurious hair and whose hair always looks fantastic. And that is a lot of pressure. That is an extremely amount of pressure, because it makes you feel like some days you can't have a bad hair day, or you can't, it makes you feel like you have to be perfect. And I could not, and I cannot maintain that, maintain meeting those expectations from others. And also, alongside that, I became sort of obsessed with everything being in place, as far as my hair being in place. And no, sir, get down. I'm working, honey. So everything being in place, and feeling like every strand needs to be somewhere, and every strand needs to be in place. And the next thing that I wanted to talk about, as far as what I was thinking when I decided to go through this process of locking my hair, is it just felt right in my spirit. Like, it just felt spiritually right. And I'm not a person that talks about my religious beliefs or my spiritual beliefs, and I definitely don't try to perpetuate my beliefs on anyone else. So I'll just leave it at that. It just felt spiritually right. It felt right. And it was empowering, and it was a very similar yet different emotion than what I felt when I in 2009 when I did like the big chop. It was a different kind of power. Yeah, I was to say that. It was just it was different. And it has been different. I have three things left. So I'll talk about this one. So another topic is like, how did my work, I'm a teacher. I teach third grade, and I didn't have to worry or to consider like what my boss would think about me going through this transitional phase and locking my hair, or feeling like me going through some rough days, because we all know there's definitely rough days. But each day is beautiful, and I did not have to worry about that in my workplace. I've always been very upfront and straightforward with my employers, and coming to this school was no different. I was very clear in that how I identify culturally, and that I try to be culturally relevant. I work in a school that serves mostly African American children, underprivileged African American children, by societal standards. They probably have richer lives than all of us, but I wear like wraps to school. Before, like my first year, I just had the loose natural hair. I wear wraps to school. My hair may be completely wrapped some days. My clothing, the jewelry that I choose to wear, different statement pieces, and the way I decorate my classroom and some of the things that I have in my classroom have always been accepted, and they're actually encouraged in my workplace, because it allows for my students to gain access to their culture and to a different culture, even if they don't identify with my culture. It just gives them a different perspective, and it's teaching them tolerance and teaching them how to accept people who are different than them, and it wasn't a worry of mine when it came to my workplace accepting me having some very rough days on this journey so far. Get down, please, sir. Okay, he cannot stand to not be the center of attention, so I apologize. The other thing was, and this is a little difficult, so I might save that one for last. I'm trying not to get emotional. So the next one is family. What did my family think? Like, what was I thinking in regards to my family? Honestly, it's not anybody's business what I choose to do with my body, my hair. But on a more kinder note, stop, okay? Calm down. Sorry. He's like a toddler. Seriously, like a toddler. See? Nothing works. he wants to go out and play in the snow, but it's 12:30 in the morning. We're not going back out to play in the snow. Anyhow, regarding my family, obviously I had some pushback, and I've had some very unkind statements from family, extended family, but my immediate family knows me, and they know that, even if they don't like it, I'm still going to do it. I've always been that way, sort of pushing boundaries. But they weren't like thrilled about it, but they were like, okay, that's cool, like, we support you, whatever. Of course they were like, but you shouldn't, we support you, but really keep your hair the way it is. But in the long run, they were okay with it. Of course I had some people who throw those comments out, like, oh, but your hair is so pretty, it's so beautiful, and it makes you think, okay, so what? So this isn't beautiful, but whatever. At the end of the day, all that matters is that you're happy with yourself, and that you are okay with what you see when you look in the mirror. And I love you. But you need to calm down. I love you. I love you. Bye-bye. Go play with your ball. Bye. And then my husband, obviously he supports, he's never been a person to try to tell me what to do with my hair. He's always like empowered me in that sense of trusting in my instinct and trusting in my desires and what I want to do with my body and my hair, particularly. So he obviously loves my hair, and he thinks it's beautiful, and he embraces it. The final thing, what I was thinking when I locked my hair, was that stop. He's a standard schnauzer, and if anybody has a standard schnauzer, you know that these dogs are so hyper, and he just cannot sit still. But it's not even sitting still. I don't mind him running around acting crazy. He thinks that I am only his, and if he is not the center of my attention, he is going to make himself the center of my attention. To get back on track, I decided to lock my hair because I was dealing with some things. It's something I've always wanted to do, but I was dealing with some things personally, some things in my marriage, some things with my health, my fertility, some things that I didn't have any control over, and I'm have a dominant personality, so I like to be in control in certain things. My husband definitely wears the pants around here, but we have a partnership, and when it comes to my me individually, as a wife, I'm a partner. But when it comes to Abney, the person, the individual, I'm a dominant person. I'm a survivor. At work, I'm dominant. And these things that I was dealing with, and I am, some of these things I'm still dealing with, I felt like I had absolutely no control over those things. And I don't know if you've ever felt like things are happening around you and things are happening to you, and there's nothing that you can do There's nothing that you can do to help yourself with your fix it. I'm a fixer. I fix things. I just fix. I'm always trying to like help and fix. And I couldn't fix myself. I couldn't fix these things that were happening to me. I couldn't fix these things that were transpiring in my marriage. I can't control the results of these things that are happening in my health and with my fertility. And I was plummeting, if I'm honest. Oh, I've never said that out loud. I was desperate for something that I could control. And by control, I meant that it's mine. It's just mine. It's something that I don't have to share with anybody. It's just for me. And I can watch this have its own mind and mature and grow and develop. And nobody can take it away from me. Yeah, nobody can take it away from me. And so that's why. And that's what I was thinking. And that's why I decided to lock my hair. And I'm going to stop the video here. So that's why I decided to lock my hair. Thank you for watching this entire super long video. I hope that you will comment. I hope that you will rate. I hope that you will subscribe. And if you think that this will help somebody, or if you can relate, share the video. Yeah. So remember to love your beautiful selves and take care of yourselves out there, okay?